I know the reason why we're here tonight, like I said before, we're here to show our support and love for Sharon. Sharon graduated here in 1992 from Valmont Academy. She went on to do an early childhood education at Springdale. She done 1 year there. And after that, she went to Nova Scotia, where she done her second year. Sometime in the fall, just before Christmas, she got a job at a daycare school. And 5 weeks yesterday, on her way home from work, one evening, she collapsed on the roadside. And as it happened, there was two young teenagers there. They ran next door, of course, and got help. And it wasn't very long that the ambulance came and rushed her to the hospital in Nova Scotia, and from that on to Halifax. Last week, Sharon underwent surgery where she had a defibrillator implanted. And unfortunately, the defibrillator that was implanted did not work. It was an unsuccessful operation. So right now, she's in the healing process and hoping to gain her strength over the next few weeks while the doctors there decide on what their next move is. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to again thank everyone for coming out tonight and showing their support. And like I said before, I'm sure it's all out of love of what we're doing. And we hope within the very near future that we'll be able to rally again and be able to rally with Sharon.
Gay Freake and Captain Senior, or better known as Captain and Gay. I've never been this homesick before. And one more for Clooney, because Clooney gets homesick for Thursday nights under the O60. Okay, I've never been this homesick before.
There's a light in the window, the table Dennis, Sheila, our secretary treasurer, just indicated to me that we have our first hour total. So she's going to get that after our interview now with Sharon. We will get that posted, and then we'll move on from there into our second hour. Okay.
Well, Alan, I'm very pleased and delighted to have here sitting with us right now, Sharon Sanford, better known, I guess, to a lot of people in Kings Point as Sharon Pilgrim. And I had the pleasure this morning to sit for an half hour or so and talk with Sharon, and we reminisced about in '92 when they took the trip to St. John's school, Belmont Academy, and we raised the funds to take the graduate class to St. John's.
Okay, yes, yeah.
She talked about Rob, how he went across the lawn and looking for a waiting and calling the fellow back they wanted his autograph and all that kind of stuff. So we had a fine chat, and of course then we got into the discussion of what happened back in '96. It was one cold winter's day. Of course, Sharon on her way home from work, I think. Was it, Sharon? You were on your way home from work?
It was, yes. I was home from work on my way home, and I guess my heart just stopped, and it was history from there. 3 months, I believe, in the hospital, a month of rehab, just some incredible support from Kings Point, just amazing.
Yes. And of course, I guess, Sharon, it's basically a miracle, of course, that there was someone there close at hand at the time that you went unconscious, because had it not been, you would not be sitting there today. There was a couple of cadets or something. Was it cadets? I heard someone say.
Little kids coming home from school. Little kids found me, ran home. My next door neighbor was with the military, and he came out and he did CPR until the ambulance arrived. Then they took me from there to Halifax. Spent quite a while in intensive care. From there, I had an implanted defibrillator, which fortunately I haven't had to use. My heart's been very well with medication since then, but in September I went back in to have it changed. So I have a new battery, and things are going very well.
Good, yeah. Good. It's good to hear that. And of course, it was only shortly after Sharon, that tragedy happened to Sharon, that I got home from work one evening, and I was told of the news of Sharon. And I guess, I don't know, it's just instinct or what it was, but something said to me, well, you know, what can we do to help the Pilgrim family? And from that, I made a couple phone calls, and we went on. I think at that point in time that I started out with doing the fundraising, I got Sharon, or Lena Hollett, and I think Christy Adams were involved at that point in time. And we started fundraising. And as I talked to Sharon this morning, she mentioned as she got better, when she started to look around her room, and I'll let her tell you what she seen when she started to feel better, and she explained to me this morning what her room looked like.
Well, it took a while. It was pretty hard for a long time. I had, due to the lack of oxygen from my heart stopping, I had quite a bit of memory loss. So a lot of the times I didn't really know where I was or what was happening around, and I was fortunate enough that the memory I did have was of people. I remembered, I knew the people around me, I knew the people that were important. It was difficult. Even the fact that I was in Halifax, I didn't understand why I was in Halifax when Grand Falls was so close to home. Mm-hmm. But when I started to take it all in and understand what was happening, my room was covered. I had a private room, and the ceiling, all the walls were covered with cards. Hundreds, thousands of cards. And then when the walls were covered, we started on the ceiling. We had the ceiling covered with cards. And I had the banners from the Sing For Sharon were there. And from, I believe it was a skate thing. And the toll booth, I even had the sign from the toll booth was on my ceiling. And didn't really understand a lot of it at the time, and it was just in the last couple of years I obtained a tape of the Sing For Sharon, and it was just overwhelming, the fact that so many people had come together and had done so much.
Right.
And it took me 3 days just to watch the video
Sure.
because it was so emotional.
Yeah.
But it was fantastic. The support I got and the fact that how important this telethon is.
Yes.
So much was done just to help. The fact that Mom and Dad could be coming back and forth, and that Mom was able to stay with me in Halifax for rehab. If she hadn't stayed, I don't know what would have happened, because the care I got in Halifax I couldn't get here.
Right. And of course you had to have someone with you all the time.
All the time. There had to be, I had a private room with a cot in my room, because with the memory loss, there was a lot of confusion. So they wanted someone I knew with me all the time, so that when I woke up it wasn't as traumatic as it could have been.
Right.
And with rehab, the rehab was in Halifax, so it was very important that I had someone with me.
Mm-hmm.
If it hadn't been for there, I would have had to stay at the rehab. I would have had to live at the rehab, and that would have been another ordeal in its own.
Yeah, well, for you who are viewing this afternoon, Sharon, this is Sharon's way of saying thank you to you publicly. I talked about it this morning, and it was giving her a great chance and to show her appreciation, and I can assure you that she have appreciated really what was done for her back in '96. As we have said here before today, in the beginning, Sharon's sickness, of course, she really didn't appreciate what was done. She didn't appreciate what was on the walls or on the ceiling, because of the fact that she was too sick to understand. Probably, she was really too sick to understand, as you've already alluded to, due to the oxygen cut off from the brain. She really didn't know what she was doing in Halifax. But today, and for the past 3 or 4 years, she really appreciated what was done here in Keens Point and Rattley Brook and the surrounding areas. And she mentioned this morning of someone from Springdale that sung in the sing-along, and when she seen the tape she couldn't believe it. It was Sharon Dove and Betty Lou Wiseman that she had went to Christmas Collegiate with when she was doing schooling there.
It was just amazing. People that I had known for such a short time that had actually come out, and it was just very overwhelming.
Right, sure.
It was just unbelievable, and the fact that so many people gave so much of their time and just to be there, and this is so important.
Yes.
And it's just fantastic, and the fact that it's still here and that people are still giving, and it just shows how important the community is.
Right. I don't know, Sharon, if you had been listening to the telethon earlier before you came here, but we went through the figures. There was $4,591 paid out in the last year through this telethon, and
It's amazing.
It's amazing, and we try to encourage people now today to keep it going. It's a shame to see it fold, because it's also so very much important to keep this going.
Well, it was just so important. It was amazing how much it helped my family, and how much it helped me, just that my family was able to be there with me. And it's amazing. It's so great, and it just shows me what a wonderful community it is. And I was just fortunate enough to be here this weekend when it was all happening.
Sure.
Because we're so far away that it's just we can call, but so
it's not the same as being here.
No. It's wonderful. It's so great.
So Sharon, you are now married, of course.
I am married, yes. No children. Two dogs.
2 dogs.
You met one this morning.
Been married for how long?
5 years in September.
5 years in September.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So.
Sorry, did you go back to work after you got
I
over the sickness?
went back to work in February of last year. It was the first time, and I worked until August before I had to go in for surgery again, and then the doctors asked that I not go back. So right now I'm very well. I get very tired easily. It's an energy thing.
Right.
And but so I'm not working. I'm actually selling Avon. I'm Uclulit's Avon lady. So I guess I am working.
So that's right. You are
Yeah,
working. You
I
have
am.
something to keep you
I am
active
working.
anyway.
Keeps
Yes.
me going, and have a wonderful husband.
Yes.
That he's great, and I'm living in Ucluelet in British Columbia, and Mom and Dad and Greg are actually there, and so we're all still close.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, I mentioned to Alva when I went home this morning. You said the door was open if we wanted to come to visit you. So.
Oh, anytime,
Yeah.
anytime. Yeah,
But
definitely.
anyway, Sharon only had a few moments. She said she was shy, but she's done quite well. We're very more than pleased today, of course, to have Sharon here with us. We wish her all the best, of course, from everyone here in Kings Point, and certainly from the EMAF committee. We wish her all the best. I don't know if there's anything else you'd like to add to that.
No,
No.
I think you've summed it up pretty well, and just very pleased that Sharon had the opportunity to drop by,
That's right.
and have a few moments to chat with us this afternoon, and I'm sure, with the general public watching this, it would only add to our day, I guess, and this particular telethon. The fact that what this was all set up for. I mean, the very person is there that we helped, and also help their parents through that particular ordeal.
Well, that's the purpose of the EMAF. It's enough for one to deal with the sickness. Okay.
They're going to roll the tape after.
Okay, they're going to roll some tape after, yes.
And I just wanted to thank everyone, because I've tried, but there's so many people that have helped and have done so much over the years, and so many good wishes and support, and it's been just fantastic. And this time it's a very short visit, and came home for the graduation on Thursday, and we're getting to see some family, so I just wanted to say hi to anyone that I don't actually get to see, but
So you're leaving here again?
tomorrow probably. Yeah, it was just a quick visit, so.
But again, you are viewing it's this statement that Sharon has made today, and what you've already said. I'm sure it would only, again, strengthen the EMAF. She have already said how they appreciate what was done, and she didn't know what would have happened had not that support been there. And that's the reason for the EMAF. It's there to help people in the community of Kings Point and Rattling Brook, and by all means, pick up the phone and give us a call at 268-3505 or 268-3501. And once more, I would like to thank Sharon for dropping by.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it very much, and it's a great, give me a pleasure this morning when I had a chance to meet her. It's the first time that I've already said today, it's the first time that I had a chance to sit and talk to Sharon since she left here in '93. And I say probably the last time I did talk to her that I could remember anything about was back in '92 when we took the trip to St. John's, and she spoke of that as what a great trip.
A lifetime ago.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much, Sharon.
Well,
I'm ready
thank
to
you
go.
very much. It's been great.
Thank you, Sharon.
Alrighty.